Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be reviewing yet another piece of vintage video game merchandise that has yet to be reviewed on YouTube. The item in question, this vintage 1992 Tomy Sonic plush. So like I said, it was made in 1992 by Tomy, same company that made these Pokemon figures here. First of all, for some reason, this plush seems to be super rare. I've only seen one other one of these on eBay before, and it was a really long time ago. And you can hardly even find any pictures of it on Google Images, and that's just crazy to me. So I've come to the conclusion that this thing is just super rare. I actually didn't purchase it. It was given to me as a gift by one of my best friends, Grant. He's super cool. He's also a collector, and he's the guy that actually got me into collecting. So I actually probably wouldn't even have this channel if it weren't for him. I definitely wouldn't have a channel about collecting, so shout out to you, Grant. So we'll take a look at the tag on the foot here. And as you can see, it's super faded, but you can still make out Sonic the Hedgehog on there. That the Hedgehog part is almost faded into oblivion, which is unfortunate, which is too bad, because I really love this plush. You know, it's awesome. I love how it's like stubby, you know, because that's what Sonic was originally designed to be like. He wasn't tall like he is now. Obviously, this one's even stubbier than like how he's originally designed, but it just captures that stubbiness of his original design, you know. Hedgehogs are tiny creatures, you know, it makes sense that he'd be stubby. We'll take a look at the other tag here. Got some weird reference numbers, 7106. And then here we have the Tomy part of the tag. Nice. And then you can see Sega Enterprises 1991, and then we go over here, Sega Enterprises Limited 1992. Once again, it is almost faded into oblivion. You can still see. Oh, and the tag is kind of fraying here. Just get rid of this though, but that's what that is. It's just the tag though, so it's not a huge deal, but it's good to have the tag, obviously. Makes it complete. It's still worn. Another thing about this plush is that his hand is shaped into the pointed finger of which he can wag, like in the beginning of the game. And I'm sure a lot of people have noticed there's a stain on there, which is unfortunate. But I'm sure a lot of people have also noticed that my intro, is based on Sonic as well. But I actually originally had one finger, but that's too close to Sonic, so I did that. We also have a decent amount of wear on this eye here. And it looks like this actual piece of plastic is blue and then painted black. And then there's also a little bit of white paint on there for the reflection of the light. And then it's been chipped off, so the black paint has been worn away so that you can see the blue plastic. It looks blue under there. I mean, unless that's something else on there, but I've tried to scrub it, and that's not what's going on. As you can see, he's also got a pretty stubby nose as well. Sonic's nose would normally be like probably out to there at least. So that's kind of cool, I think, though. And if you notice, he actually doesn't have the little dimple thing that he does when he's smirking usually. It's just a line. Kind of interesting. But I really like the eyes, like the goggle effect here. I think they did a really good job with this. I think a lot of Sonic plushes from this era didn't do such a good job with that. So, in fact, that's probably what looks best about this plush, is the eyes, I would say. Quills. We gotta talk about the quills. So, Sonic has 2 quills on his back, right? But that wasn't really established at the time of when this plush was released. So, he has 3 quills on his back, which is cool. I've also seen an even earlier one that just has 1 quill. So it basically just look like that without these 2 coming off on the side here. So this is really interesting that there's 3, because that's obviously not his tail, because maybe if this wasn't here, you might think, oh, well, that's his tail, you know? Nope. There's his tail, which is also kind of faded. There's also some wear on the tips of the quills here where the seams are. So yeah, this plush is really worn, but it's an old plush, so what can you expect, right, first of all? And second of all, it's a really rare plush too. So although it is worn, it still holds value. And as I said before, it is complete with this tag here, and you can still see this tag. And it's not like broken in any way, so it still would definitely hold some value, a decent amount. But the thing is that there's no information on the internet about this except for one thing on a forum, and that's not talking about the price or anything. And I saw it listed on eBay long ago. I know it was over $100. But I can't remember exactly how much it was, and the value definitely could have changed since then. So I couldn't tell you how much it is actually worth, or how much it would be. I mean, I know it's definitely over $100 because I remember seeing that, but I don't remember the exact amount. I'm sure it's more now, because especially after the Sonic movie came out. I mean, and this was like years ago too, so that's definitely why I think it has increased since I saw the price. But also, at the same time, you could list something on eBay for any price. So a price guide is really what I would need. But it's not listed in any price guide. I mean, maybe it is, but I haven't found it. Because, like I said, it's really rare. So I don't really know how to go about doing this. If somebody who watches this video knows anything about these plushes, I would love for you to leave it in the comments, because I really can't find very much information on it. Even other people having them, besides like a couple pictures on a couple forums. And that's really surprising because, you know, you'd think that this stuff would be all over the internet. I'm especially surprised that nobody on YouTube has made a video about it, because first of all, it's a classic plush, and it's a perfect thing to make because nobody else has made one. So that's why I definitely decided to make this video. The ears are pretty normal looking, you know. Something about the plush in general is that the head is a lot bigger in proportion to the body than a normal Sonic plush, even of the era. So that's something else to note about this plush. And so the ears are also going to be bigger in proportion to the rest of the body. So he's got some pretty big ears in comparison to like his hands or arms. But they look right on his head. So it just looks like he has a bigger head, you know, which is kind of funny. And I think it looks good still, though. Sonic has a big head in general in the game, how he's supposed to be designed anyways. Think about all this stuff on the back of his head that makes it look so huge. And that's why a lot of Sonic figures don't stand up. And obviously this is a plush, so it's not gonna anyways. But a figure, even, just like because it's so back heavy, it's really hard. I have some newer Sonic figures. I don't have them with me because I only brought vintage stuff over here. And last but definitely not least, we're gonna take a look at Sonic's shoes here. Because, as you can see, there's no buckle. That's right, Sonic did not have a buckle in the original game. That was not how he was designed during the original era of Sonic. I mean, in the first drawings, he did have a buckle, but in officially released stuff, he did not have a buckle until, I think, even Sonic Adventure. I think it looks better this way anyways, because first of all, it's a more simplistic design, but second of all, what is he, a friggin' pilgrim? Why is he putting buckles on things that don't need buckles, like they do with the hats? Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down there and subscribe for more vintage video game and Star Wars reviews.